If you're a language teacher or a language student and you're looking to build a language learning worksheet around some particular content, so for example you've got a YouTube video, or you've got some text, or you've got some audio, or you've even got a website that you want to build learning around, AISheets could definitely be a very interesting option. There are several reasons why. First, it's super easy to use. You tell it what content you want to work with. So it could be a YouTube video, for example. You then tell it what exercises you want to generate. And you've got about 6 or 7 different exercises that you can choose from. You can have them all, or you can say, well, I only want a matching activity, and I only want comprehension, I only want flashcards. You build up the worksheet the way you want. You set the level, the language, etc., and bang, it will generate that worksheet. You can then share the link with your students. Or, of course, if you're doing it yourself, you would then just simply click on the link and do the activities. The other thing that I like about the tool is the price. There is a free option, so you can make free complete worksheets around any content and share it with your students. But even if you decide to pay, the price is very reasonable, and you can do a kind of pay-as-you-go offer. So there's no monthly payments or anything like that. I'm going to take you through the technology and show you exactly how it works. I really hope you like the video, and if you do, please like it, please share it, please comment on it. But of course, most of all, I'd love to have more of you signed up to my YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description below, and if you click on that link, you will be able to sign up and use AISheets for free, and you can get 3 complete worksheets for free. I'm going to sign into a free account as well, so that we both see exactly the same thing, and you'll see that you can use all the options even in the free tool. I've just generated a completely new free account, so this is exactly what you'll see when you log in, and you'll notice that you've got 3 credits, and you'll be able to make 3 complete worksheets. And these worksheets can be, as you'll see in a minute, quite detailed, lots of different exercises, and you'll be able to share them with multiple students. Now let's go straight in then and look here. We've got upload materials. This is where we generate our content, and we've got these options here, and then we've got our documents. Now obviously we haven't got any documents because I've just created a new account. This is a really easy tool to use. You literally decide what content you're going to work with, whether it's going to be from a prompt, so you can actually just get the AI to produce the content for you, or whether you've got a file or some audio or a YouTube video or some text. Now I've been doing a lot of work with YouTube. What I like about this is that you select a video that you like from YouTube that you perhaps want to study, or you want to study with your students. You put in the link, and then it will generate the activities. You choose the activities, you get a list, and you choose which ones you want, and it will generate them. Now there's one tip with the YouTube video, and I'm just going to show you that now. So a really quick tip, if you come over, I'm going to do a quick search for booking a holiday in English. You can do this in multiple languages. I'm using this in Polish, but you can do it in English. But one thing you will need to do, if you start searching for a video that you want to work with, make sure that you click on filters and click on video has subtitles, because to generate the content, it will need to be a video where the person that made the video has uploaded the subtitles. Now that's really useful anyway, because it's always great to have the subtitles. And now we can see we've got loads and loads of videos, and I can see clearly it says here subtitles. Now I happen to know this channel, so I'm going to use this particular video, and it's not too long, it's only 12 minutes, and I'm going to click on it, and
Let's learn English.
And all I need to do is to copy that link. Okay, as simple as that. I'm going to copy that link. I'm going to jump back to the worksheet generator, and I'm just going to paste in that link now. There it is. I've pasted it in. Immediately it picks up the video, so you know straight away that you've got the right video. And all I want you to do now is to click on this button here, okay? Because what it's going to do is, first of all, it's going to bring in the transcript, and then once it's got the transcript, it will be able to build a whole series of activities. So we've got the transcript now, and if we scroll down a little bit further, we can now click on Generate Worksheet. So we click on that button there, and it's going to generate the worksheet. Now this is what I really like, but it is important that you spend a couple of minutes making your decisions about what content you actually want to produce. Now this is where the magic starts. You can actually upload some pre-read materials if you've got something that you want to provide apart from the YouTube video, but there's so much content that I really don't do that. Because see, you come down here and first of all you can have a kind of quick recap of the video. Now this is going to be very detailed, so you will need to edit it. You'll be amazed how detailed this is and how it breaks down and looks at expressions and vocabulary, etc. for you automatically. You can choose here all the different types of activities you want. If you don't want to do an activity, you can just turn it off. But again, what you will need to do is to quickly edit the activities once you've generated them, because it does tend to produce a lot of activities. So you often get 10, 15, 20 questions, 20 multiple choice questions, far too many. Now, when you come down here, I would choose the answer key, of course. Now, premium add-ons, well, that would be useful only if you've paid for it, because really with free credits, remember, we've only got 3 credits that we can use. We really don't want to do that, but you will want to customize. Now, this is key. Click on this button because it's here where you can tell the AI where do you want to focus. Are you focusing on vocabulary, on comprehension, on idiomatic phrases, on collocations? So you can actually specify as well the level that you want, etc. Who the target audience is. So it's really worth filling this in. So let me just fill this in for you very quickly. So for my learning objectives, I've written, I have 2 main objectives. Firstly, to develop students' vocabulary around booking a holiday in English, and second, learning useful expressions. Target audience is B1 students of English. I'm doing this in English. You can use other languages, of course, if you put up content in Spanish or French or Polish, etc. I have a group of 20 students and I want to do this as a homework activity. I want to focus on vocabulary and expressions, as I've already said. And this is really interesting. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but I'm going to try this because, as I said, it generates too many questions, and you can edit the questions yourself, and that's also a really good idea. But I'm just going to see if it will actually limit to 10 questions for each activity. I'm going to click on done now, and I'm all ready. That is all you need to do. We're now going to click on the magic button, create. Remember, everything is editable. And hopefully it's going to start working on the document. Now, it will actually take a while to do this. Remember, it's going to be generating a lot of content for you. And you can see now it's beginning to generate the sections. It could take up to 5 minutes. Just a super quick break from the video. If you're finding the video useful, please click on the like button. And if you want more free videos, come over to teachertrainingvideos.com. That's my website, and you'll find lots of free content there. I specialize in making videos to show teachers and students how to use technology in their language teaching and of course their language learning. Now, if you're a teacher, you might also want to sign up to the newsletter. If you sign up to the newsletter, you'll get updated on all the latest videos that I put out, but you'll also get a free mini short course on using technology in language teaching, where I basically focus on the most popular technologies that I've come across, and nearly everything that I focus on is free. Teachers might also be interested in joining me on Patreon. If you join me on Patreon for $6 a month, you get access to an hour's live training with me. And don't worry, if you can't actually attend, then I do record the session for everybody. But also every month I put up 3 additional videos. There's no advertising, and often I'm focusing on things that I don't look at on YouTube. Certainly always everything goes up onto Patreon before it goes up onto YouTube. And the other thing is, if you join me on Patreon, you get access to all of the backdated material, and there's over 2 years of videos, and of course a lot of it is focusing on the AI and particularly on the tools that we can use as language teachers. Now the content is ready, and I just want to point out straight away, I'm just going to scroll down through. Look, for example, look at the video recap. Okay, it really breaks down the lesson. And there's a lot of detail in there, and in all honesty, there's far too much detail, and you're going to need to decide what you want to keep in. Okay, including, look at this, highlighting key expressions, etc. Okay, a lot of this could be really useful though as a kind of pre-activity or material to kind of prepare the students for watching the video. Then if we come down here, we got a fill in the blanks activity. Now, did it follow my rule and keep it to 10? Yes, it did. That's really good. So I've got 10 activities here. Now, again, I'm going to need to check through and make sure that I'm happy with any of these, and I'll show you in a minute how you can edit everything. But notice that you've got 10. We've then got underneath here, we've got a matching activity, again, down to 10. And I really like this. I noticed that it's really focused on vocabulary, because I asked it to focus on vocabulary and expressions, and it's clearly doing that. So it's pulling out some of the key words. And then come down here, we've got some short answers. Now, in reality, I'm showing you this. I often don't put this in, but you can do. So you have to kind of write in your answer here. So if you want students to do that, particularly if it's a homework activity, that would be really good. And then underneath that, you've then got flashcards. Now, these are actually really good. You know, what does I have a reservation under blah, blah, blah name mean? What it means here, and then you've got the definition of it, okay? This is really good because you, again, you know, it's very interactive. You're clicking on it and using it immediately. And then underneath that, we got a really interesting exercise here. Now, what I'm going to do in a minute is I'm going to show you what this would look like for the students. I'm going to do this activity so you can see exactly what the experience is for the students. But there is one thing I need to do before that, and that is to show you how do you edit all this material if there is things that you want to edit before you share. Okay, once you're happy with the materials and you want to share it with your students, all you need to do is to click on this share button here. I'll quickly show you now. Just click on the share button here. You will need probably allow anyone with a link to view. So you're going to need to click on that option and it will generate a link for you. Now, it currently doesn't generate a QR code. Okay, so you would share that link and then the students would be able to do the activity. Or if you're the student, if you're studying on your own like me, then I just copy that link and then paste in the link into the browser and do the activities. However, just coming back, one really important button is, well, these are actually quite useful, but one very important button is this, of course, edit. Now, this is quite useful in a variety of ways. Once you've got into your edit mode, notice though, you still have to click edit again to edit each particular section. So if I wanted to edit or delete anything from this section, I would need to click on edit again. Each section has got a separate edit button. That now brings you in and I could start to delete or add or write anything. Yeah, I can just do what I want here. And then remember, click on save. And then I would move down to the next section. So I'm going to scroll down now to section 1, where we've got the fill in the blanks. And again, if I wanted to edit anything here, I could click on edit. And for example, if I felt that this wasn't the right answer, I could change the answer here, etc. Okay, and again, remember to click on save. So you can go through and edit the activities as much as you want. Once you've finished, click on save. Most of the activities, and there are, as I said, quite a lot of them, are pretty obvious, but one that is a bit tricky to understand and I just want to go through is the speaking activity. So let's see how your students, or you, if you're studying on your own, would do the speaking activity. So I'm going to record my answer to this question, explain check-in at a hotel. So I'm going to click on this button here. It's going to obviously allow me to, or I'm going to allow to connect my microphone. Check-in is when you go to a hotel and you've got a reservation and you check in to say, look, I'm here, can I collect my key for my room and can I pay if I need to pay, etc. I've stopped. I've got the playback of that here. Check-in is when you go to a hotel and you've got a reservation. And now I'm going to click on transcribe. And now I'm going to see how the AI evaluates. And it's giving me feedback there on my performance. Okay. So again, what often happens here is that the answer that you give is too short and they'll give you a lot more detail. Of course, it depends on how much detail is in the video. So it is a little bit long-winded that you've got to do the recording and then obviously get the transcript and then have that evaluated, then get the feedback. But it's a really clever idea that you can actually encourage your students to do a speaking activity. Okay, really hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, please click on the like button and please think about subscribing to my YouTube channel. I think that AISheets is a really interesting tool. I've only showed you one example. There are lots of other examples that you can look at in terms of the content that it can generate. Now also, if you like that type of content, worksheets, etc., then you're really going to like Ed Cafe. I focused on it a lot in 2025 and there was a lot of feedback from teachers saying how useful it was. It also offers a generous free option, and if you want to watch that, I'll put it on the screen now. You can click on the link and watch that video. Thank you very much. Okay, really hope you liked that video, and if you did, then please come over to teachertrainingvideos.com. Loads more free videos. Look at all the different menu items at the top of the screen here. If you're a teacher and you want to keep up a little bit more with the work I do, we often organize webinars, online courses, etc., then sign up to the newsletter. And if you sign up to the newsletter, there is a free 14-part mini video course in using technology in language teaching, and nearly everything I suggest is free. If you want to take it a little bit further, then think about joining me on Patreon. If you join Patreon, you get extra videos every month with no advertising. I just go straight into the training, lots of ideas about how you can use the technologies in the class with your students, and you also get the chance to meet me online once a month for some direct training, and that's a real opportunity for you to practice using the technologies with me. And finally, if you want to go even further, join me on my very popular course, Technologies and Approaches to Blended, Hybrid and Online Teaching. I do that in collaboration with NILE, that is the Norwich Institute for Language Education, a very prestigious organisation in the UK. And that course has been running for many years and is very popular. Thank you very much. I'm going to leave a few more videos on the screen now that you might find useful.